Time for a little LHT after hours working on my Civic. I've got the coilovers for it, the Skunk2s John bought for me. I'm sure you've seen it. If not, I'll show you those in a minute. But we're gonna get right into it. I've already started taking a couple things off, just a couple nuts. I've took my preliminary measurements, like I do with every car. I'll see if I can show you those. They're on the board. So I know where I was and got an idea for where I want to be. I've got to see how low I can make it and everything be fine. I don't want to be too low, of course, but we're gonna get started on it and I'll show you a little bit along the way. Alright, I've got the front struts removed. Now if we walk over, I'll show you the front struts and the brand new struts together. Here's my box of suspensions. And here they are. So there's obviously the original front strut. There's the brand new Skunk2 struts. So I'll get these with a initial adjustment, you know, get the springs to where they don't have any slack in them, and then measure them both, make sure they're the same, drop them in. Alright, back coils are out, and once again, here's your comparison. The old rear coils and the new front coils. These are the Skunk2 Pro STs. This is the newest thing that they offer. I'm gonna give it a shot, and of course we'll report back with how it goes and how it rides. Alright, here's the very first time I put it down. Back's definitely a little bit lower. Front's a little bit lower, but it can go lower. So we'll bring the front down. We might go ahead and max the back out. It's only got like another 1/4 inch in it. But it looks pretty good like that though. Finally get this thing low, and it's not even low. You can see it's got tons of ground clearance still. It's off the lift, not on wood like most of the cars. I've got like an inch between the lift and the car. Most cars we lower down, we need to put wood underneath them, but this one, I think it's the tire size. It's still tall, but it'll at least look low. Alright, second time on the ground. We're 25 inches from the floor to the wheel well, all the way around. I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna get everything tightened up. We'll put it outside and do some walk-arounds. The next thing here, the factory little spoiler. It's not very good. Someone tried to paint it and it's all kind of bubbled off, and I'm not actually quite sure what they did or why they did it. But we had a subscriber named Jim contact us and say, do you think George would want a brand new in-box black HFP wing for his car? I couldn't get in contact with him fast enough. Of course I do. And of course I had to buy it, but brand new in the box HFP spoiler for an EP3. So I'm gonna get the instructions off my phone. I've got them in a PDF on my phone, and we're gonna start putting it on. Probably one of the hardest things to do. Got my template here. We've got to drill a big hole in the back of the car to pass the wires through for LED third brake light. So I'll put this thing on a tripod and drill a hole. Alright, I've taped off all the holes and the edge of the glass here so that metal doesn't get stuck underneath it. And I've got my brand new hole saw. We're gonna go for it. There it is, a great big hole in the back of the car. Alright, so here's the spoiler fresh out of the box. All I've got to do is peel the tape, because there's sticky tape underneath there on the window. I've cleaned the window already, so I've got to get that peeled, get it lined up, and get it bolted down. Alright, it's bolted on. That's so much better than the little factory one. I said I'll get this thing outside here and we'll walk around it, but there's that. It looks so much better. Alright, here's the car back on the ground, outside, parked at a fun angle so I can take all those shots that I just took. It's good. I like it. Might need to go down a little bit more in the front because the back is kind of where it's at. You can't really change the back too much. I mean, I might be able to go up, but I think it looks pretty good right there. So, I mean, it's a bigger body Civic, so I feel like it looked better lower. And it still has a ton of ground clearance, so I'm not that concerned with it. But the car's real dirty. I got to get the little dents pulled out of it, get it polished up, and it'll start really coming together.
Alright, so it's been 2 weeks since you put the suspension on, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
So you've had a little bit of time to drive it, and I know you're playing with the height. You have the front and the back at a different height. You're still kind of getting an idea of where you want it.
It doesn't rub anywhere, so I'm happy with that, because I wanted it low, but the back I think might be too low. I'm not sure yet. If I do that, I'd have to do the fender roll, so I got to get the camber kits and, you know, get it all straightened out. I haven't got it aligned yet.
You have the adjustment up front because you got the camber plates here.
Yeah, and it's all the way in at the bottom, so there's still a ton more than.
So you got quite a bit.
Yeah.
So you don't need anything for the front. Wherever you put it, you're good for the front.
Yeah.
But you do need camber kits for the back, right?
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna get those in, and then I can do the final adjustment and get it to the alignment shop.
Okay. So have you played with the adjuster, the rebound yet?
Yeah, that's all I've been messing with.
Every time you get out.
Yeah, now I can, so I do it all the time.
Let's go one more click on the front, one click less on the back.
Maybe do 2 clicks on just the passenger side, just because you can't see what it does.
You're like, I filled the tank up, let's change it. So, realistically, I bought you the suspension so we don't have to tell anybody that we like it or we don't like it, but what's your point? What do you think about it?
I like it. It's not crazy stiff or anything, and you can adjust it to make it less or more stiff, obviously. So, but everything works very good. I'm very happy with it.
So no more squeaking, no more rattling in the back.
Yeah, because it did. One of the back shocks, the rubber wore out of the spring, so the spring just rattled inside the cup.
Yeah.
So it was definitely noisy.
That would drive you nuts.
Yeah.
Cool. So rear camber kits and the suspension is pretty much dialed in, and
yeah, then I'll make my final adjustments and see where I want to be, and then get an alignment on it.
Was you talking about doing the steering arms too? Isn't there like a reversed steering arm you mentioned?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do it. I was thinking about doing them, but I mean, it's just a street car. I heard it's not all that necessary on a street car. I haven't felt any adverse handling yet, so.
Yeah, so that will take care of it. The rear camber kit, getting alignment, and then next, what's your next plans?
I need to wash it. I haven't washed it once since I bought it, which is bad. I haven't washed it at all.
I think I've been mentioning that for a little bit. I'm not going to go around the other side because this car got hit by a sprinkler last night.
Yeah, Target.
So it looks
you go
awful.
inside to buy yourself something at Target and they ruin your car for you.
They come out and they go ahead and put a detail card on your windshield and say you're going to need this. So basically what we need to do is just put a 4 there, and that'll take care of everything you need.
Exactly.
So I know you're slowly piecing it together. What do you need? What are we looking at?
The bracket for the side. You need to put the CRV bracket on for the 2.4.
Yeah.
And I need motor mounts. This one's broken. And I want to get the Hasport motor mounts for it.
Yeah.
So I need to get those and then just basically go to the importer and pick out a 2.4.
Yeah. We'll get a hold of Brian and order some Hasport mounts. We've had good luck with those mounts. We've used them last several swaps.
And the fit is dead on every time.
Yeah. That's it. You can find cheaper mounts. You can go on eBay and find a copycat mount, but Hasport, they fit, they work, and of course they're warranted.
Yeah, lifetime warranty on the bushings.
We had one customer break a bushing. It was like 10 years old. Sent it back. Hasport fixed it. They just actually, I think they just sent him a whole new mount and said, don't worry about it, here's a new mount. You can't get better than that. Yeah, fix that. Cool. So suspension is almost complete. Rear camber kits, 2.4. Header, exhaust. You're going to get those guys at LHT to build you an exhaust?
I'm thinking about it.
Get George to do it. He'll do a good job.
Yeah, I heard he's pretty decent at that.
Yeah, he'll do it. He probably won't do it the way you want it. He'll do it the way he wants it.
Yeah.
But you know it's going to work and it's going to look good and it's going to be perfect. Sweet. All right, cool. We'll do an update on this on the next step, and we'll just kind of give you updates. But George is loving the EP3, and of course now it's lower. It looks a different car. These look kind of funky on stock height. Once you drop them down, they start looking like a sports car.
Yeah, especially with the 15s too on the early model.
Yeah.
It looks real weird.
Yeah, definitely looks better. All right, cool. We'll do a follow-up on this as we get a bit further along.